Hi everyone, this is Father Phil coming to you from the streets of Dublin. This is a video of the best pictures that I've taken over the last couple days. I'm hoping to do this for you every day or two so you can get a sense of what we're seeing and get a little bit of the tour in real time as it happens. When we landed in Dublin, we were met by our tour guide and moved quickly to our bus. Here's our bus driver on the right and Connor, our tour guide, on the left. You can see the streets of Dublin look very much like a typical European city, with beautiful homes along the way, this one with vines, lots of bicycles, and even signs that are written everywhere in English and Gaelic. Because Gaelic is not a Romance language, it looks very different to the eye. Heading through the countryside between the airport and the city, we stopped in this place to see the Papal Cross, a place where Pope John Paul II preached to over 1 million people in this field. Right next to where we got lunch was this place called a castle. Look at the person on the left. It's perhaps the smallest castle you've ever seen. Coming into Dublin, we stopped at a church, St. Michan, which had a graveyard in the back, but a crypt underneath, which we got the chance to go down into. The crypt was just this one tunnel, but as we went into the rooms on the sides, we saw ancient caskets. Some of them apparently had even been opened. After that gruesome sight, it was time to go and see the Guinness factory. Something to lift our spirits. After being taken through a tour, we were taken to the top where, although it was raining, there was an incredible view over Dublin, including this cathedral out in the distance in the mist. And everyone had a special ticket where you were given a perfectly poured pint of Guinness. After a nice meal of bangers and mash and a nice night's sleep, we headed off the next day, today, to first see Christ Church Cathedral in Dublin. A beautiful place with a labyrinth in one of its front yards. We began again in the crypt, but this time we were treated to a series of mannequins dressed up in Tudor outfits. But the drama wasn't too far away. This is known as the Cat and the Rat. You should Google it. These two were found when the organ pipes were being renovated. Apparently, with all the air going through the pipes, they were perfectly preserved. You could even see the whiskers on the cat. Upstairs, Christ Church Cathedral was gorgeous, as you would expect. I was so taken by the floors. Honestly, so beautiful with these tiles. From floor to ceiling, here at the top of the cathedral, you can see an image of the Trinity. On the 3 points of the Trinity, you see Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. The lines in between say, is not, and the lines to the middle say, is. So the Father is not the Son, is not the Spirit, but each of them is God, which is the word in the very center. The art in the cathedral was quite profound. This is Mary and baby Jesus. This is a stained glass image of the face of Jesus. And outside, on an image of the cross for Jesus, is this incredibly intricately carved weaving. Here's the whole cross. You can just imagine the time it must have taken to create. From there we went on to St. Patrick's Cathedral. There I am in the front. St. Patrick was an incredible missionary bishop for Ireland and also a great voice for the people. Again, so beautiful on the inside. And look at those floors. I mean, how hard is it to get tiles like this and just lay them down, but so gorgeous all together? Seriously, I could not stop taking pictures of floors. But I did manage to stop for a moment to light a candle for everyone back at St. James and everyone back home. Most of the images of St. Patrick have him as an old, wizened bishop, but here he is as a young, energetic bishop, his hands out as though he is confirming or baptizing. Imagine for a moment that woman behind him is being confirmed by Patrick as a Christian. 2 more places that we went today before this video is over. This is a sculpture at Trinity College. We actually went to Trinity College Dublin in order to see the Book of Kells. This is an over 1,000-year-old illuminated manuscript where each letter and drawing was excruciatingly done by a series of monks, Irish monks. These images are from Wikimedia, We were not allowed to take pictures, but it was just extraordinary to see. Not far from the Book of Kells was another amazing sight, this incredible library. Just look at all those books and all those busts. The books seem to go on and on and on, and notice the second level up above. Each of the busts were great voices in literature and thought. People who've made a great difference to Western civilization. Finally, we ended the day going into Killarney Prison, a prison that's several hundred years old. Each of these is a cell. Being a prison, it was a place where some people were also executed. And in fact, there behind the Irish flag on the right, on the second story in the upper right of this image, is the place where the public hangings were undertaken. You can see there on the left, the main street. People would come out to watch the people being executed. But so we don't end on a gruesome note, here's another awesome picture of a floor. All right, I guess that's it. We'll show you some more tomorrow. We're heading out into the country. Remember, this was just day 1 and 2. Look forward to more videos, and I hope that you enjoy these. It's a nice way for me to be able to share just a little bit of what we're seeing here in Ireland.